General Hospital spoilers reveal that Laura Wright has officially confirmed that she is facing a wave of intense hatred from a faction of passionate General Hospital fans. Despite over a decade of portraying Carly Corinthos, she still can't escape harsh criticism from viewers who dislike the character. However, the most concerning issue is that this hatred has shifted from targeting Carly on screen to personally attacking Laura Wright, with negative and even extreme personal attacks. In recent weeks, Laura Wright has received countless hateful comments on social media, harshly criticizing both Carly as a character and her portrayal of her. Some accuse Carly of taking up too much screen time, claiming that the storyline seems to favor her character too much, overshadowing others. Yet, instead of just expressing dissatisfaction with the storyline, some viewers have taken it too far by targeting the actress, turning the issue into a real-life personal matter. This is not the first time Carly Corinthos has been a point of controversy on General Hospital. The character has long been known for her strong, bold personality, sometimes selfish, and willing to do anything to get what she wants. As a result, Carly has always had her share of fans but also many viewers who don't like her. However, the difference now is that the hatred is no longer limited to Carly, but has shifted directly to Laura Wright, making the issue go beyond a simple discussion about the script. On social media, increasingly more negative comments targeting Laura have appeared. Some have called her the spoiled queen of GH, claiming that Carly is always portrayed as a protagonist despite the many wrongs she's done in the past. Others sarcastically state that Laura Wright has made Carly unbearable, while more extreme opinions have even demanded that Carly should be written off the show forever. These criticisms are not only mentally damaging for Laura Wright but have sparked an intense debate among the fanbase. Many loyal GH fans have stepped in to defend Laura, insisting that she is just doing her job, and if anyone dislikes Carly, it is the writer's responsibility, not the actress's. One loyal GH fan wrote, "If you hate Carly, that's completely fine. She's a complex, imperfect character, and sometimes even quite detestable. But that doesn't mean you have the right to attack Laura Wright in real life. She's just doing her job." Other fans pointed out that Carly has long been a controversial character, and the hate for her isn't new. One viewer commented, "Carly has been hated since the 90s when she came to Port Charles and destroyed people's lives. But that's just the character. What's going on now? Why are so many people targeting Laura Wright as if she is Carly in real life?" This situation has sparked a larger debate about how viewers react to characters in TV shows. Should an actor be personally attacked simply because of the character they portray? Clearly, there is a difference between criticizing a character on screen and taking that hatred to real life, targeting the actor who brings that character to the audience. While Laura Wright has not made a detailed response to the attacks directed at her, she has confirmed that she has received a lot of negative comments and that the only thing she can do is ignore them. However, this issue is unlikely to be easily brushed aside, especially since Carly's storyline continues to play a central role in General Hospital. This raises a bigger question: will these controversies affect the future of Carly Corinthos on the show? Will the GH writers reduce Carly's appearances to appease the critics? Or will they continue to push the character, despite the mixed reactions from viewers? Whatever happens, one thing is certain: this story is far from over. Carly remains a crucial character in GH, and Laura Wright will continue to face reactions from both her supporters and those who can't stand Carly Corinthos. Port Charles may be a drama-filled town on screen, but given the current situation, the battle between GH fans over Carly seems even more intense than what's happening in the show. Laura Wright is truly under a lot of pressure from the wave of criticism and personal attacks she's facing recently. The controversies surrounding Carly Corinthos have not only remained within the General Hospital script but have expanded into real life, where she has to contend with a slew of negative comments from people who can't separate the character from the actress. The tension is increasing every day, pushing Laura into a highly stressful situation, and it seems she may be considering a shocking decision: to take a break from GH for a while. Though there has been no official announcement from Laura or the producers, rumors about her possibly taking a hiatus to escape fan pressure are circulating strongly. If this happens, it would mark a significant turning point for GH, as Carly Corinthos has long been a central character in the show. The question arises, will GH really allow Carly to be absent for a while, or will they find a way to keep the character around with a new direction? There are many theories about what might happen if Laura Wright temporarily leaves GH. Perhaps Carly's absence will be explained in a surprising way, such as a mysterious disappearance, a kidnapping, or even a completely new storyline to explain her absence. This also opens up another wild possibility. Could GH consider restructuring Carly's character with a new actress? This would be a risky move, as Laura Wright has deeply ingrained Carly's image in the audience's hearts for over a decade. Replacing her could trigger an even stronger backlash and possibly cause GH to lose a portion of its loyal viewers. However, if Laura does decide to leave GH for a while, it could provide the show with an opportunity to change its pace and ease the pressure on both her and the character of Carly. Currently, GH's storyline revolves around several major characters such as Sunny, Nina, Anna, Jason, and Jocelyn. Perhaps this is the moment for Carly to step back and make room for new stories. Nevertheless, it cannot be denied that Laura Wright's absence, even for a short time, would create a significant void in GH. Carly is an important character, a strong woman who isn't afraid to face challenges in Port Charles. Her sudden disappearance could alter the entire dynamic of the show. While these are just rumors, if the pressure continues to mount, Laura Wright's potential departure from GH for a while may no longer be out of the question. The big question now is how GH will handle this situation, and whether Carly Corinthos will truly take a break or if there's a surprising twist ahead. Whatever happens, one thing is certain: Port Charles will never be the same if Carly suddenly leaves. Fans can only wait and see if this is a major turning point for GH or just another one of the most talked about rumors in recent times. Other actors from General Hospital have united to defend Laura Wright amidst the wave of criticism and personal attacks she is facing. The situation has escalated beyond the usual debates surrounding Carly Corinthos' character to become a direct assault on Laura herself, prompting the GH cast to take action. Over the years, Carly has always been one of the most controversial characters in Port Charles, a strong woman, sometimes selfish and unafraid to confront anyone. This personality has earned Carly a loyal fan base, but also garnered her a fair amount of hate. However, what's concerning is that this hatred has shifted from being directed at the character to being aimed directly at the actress playing Carly, making things more intense than ever. Laura Wright has faced increasingly harsh criticism, with negative comments targeting both her career and her personal life. Some viewers argue that Carly appears too often on screen, is favored by the writers, and dominates the screen time of other characters. But instead of just expressing dissatisfaction with the script, some have gone too far by directly attacking Laura on social media, inciting outrage from her colleagues. Longtime GH actors have spoken out in defense of Laura, asserting that she's simply doing her job and doesn't deserve personal attacks. They emphasize that fans have the right to dislike Carly, but attacking Laura Wright is unacceptable. This incident has sparked a major controversy within the GH fan community. Some believe Carly should be given less screen time to satisfy longtime viewers, while others argue that Carly is an integral part of the show, and if Laura Wright were to leave, GH would lose an iconic character. Tensions are mounting, and now there are rumors that Laura Wright might be considering leaving GH temporarily to escape the negative criticism. If that happens, it would create a major shift in the show, as Carly Corinthos has always been one of the central characters with significant influence on the main plot. Even a short absence by Laura could force the writers to rewrite Carly's storyline. Will they choose to have Carly mysteriously disappear from Port Charles, or will they find another actress to replace Laura? Both options carry risks. If Carly suddenly disappears, viewers might feel disappointed as one of the most important characters is no longer appearing. But if GH decides to replace Laura with a new actress, the fan reaction could be even fiercer, as Laura Wright has been with the role for many years and has become an inseparable part of GH. This issue not only impacts Laura Wright personally but also puts GH in a difficult position. They must balance protecting an important actor and maintaining the story of one of the central characters. Their decision will affect not only the future of Carly Corinthos but also the entire show. Given the current situation, GH could face major changes if Laura Wright really leaves, or if the producers decide to adjust how Carly's character is portrayed. No matter the outcome, one thing is certain: General Hospital is entering a volatile phase, and Port Charles may never be the same if Carly disappears. Fans are still waiting to see how GH will handle this situation and whether Laura Wright will continue with the show. The controversies may not settle down anytime soon, but with strong support from the cast and loyal fans, Laura Wright is certainly not facing this challenge alone. Carly is being caught in the most dangerous battle of her life, a fight she's willing to sacrifice everything for to protect Jocelyn. She has faced formidable enemies and devious schemes before, but never has she felt such a deep obsession as now. There is a force targeting her daughter, and if Carly doesn't act quickly, she might lose Jocelyn forever. Everything began when Carly received warning signs. Jocelyn had become a target, not because she's Carly Corinthos' daughter, but because she had inadvertently stumbled upon a secret that could change everything. This secret was tied to the death of Cyrus Renaud, a death that seemed to have closed the chapter but was actually only beginning to open a new storm. Jocelyn could be a witness to something she shouldn't know, or worse, someone is using Jocelyn as a pawn in a much larger game of power. As Carly follows the clues, she realizes that a plan has been set, a trap laid out, and they are waiting to capture both her and Jocelyn. She knows she can only trust Jason Morgan and Anna Devane, two people who can help her fight against those manipulating everything from the shadows. But the question is, do they have enough time to save Jocelyn before it's too late? Every move Carly makes is being watched. Every call, every action could be recorded by an unknown force. She can no longer move freely, as any slip-up could put Jocelyn in the hands of the enemy. But Carly has never been one to back down from danger. She won't let anyone take her daughter from her, even if it costs her life. However, Carly has not foreseen that the price she may have to pay could be her very own life. The enemies she's facing aren't small-time players. They have power, influence, and most importantly, they aren't afraid to kill to keep secrets. Carly is now becoming the hunted, and if she's not careful, the trap will close in, not just on Jocelyn, but on her as well. Things come to a head when Carly receives one final warning, a cryptic message with only one line: if you want Joss to survive, you must disappear. This isn't just an ordinary threat, it's an ultimatum. If Carly wants to save her daughter, she must sacrifice herself. When the final confrontation occurs, Carly understands there's no way back. She can either fight to the end, or do the only thing she knows will protect Jocelyn, accept her own death. She's not afraid of death, but she is afraid of leaving Jocelyn alone in this world. But she also knows that if she doesn't end this now, her enemies will never stop. If Carly falls, her death will rock Port Charles. She's fought all her life, overcoming countless enemies, but this time, it could be the last. Will she survive, or will this be Carly Corinthos' fateful moment? If she dies, who will protect Jocelyn? Who will avenge Carly? Can Jason and Anna continue the fight? One thing is certain: Port Charles will never be the same if Carly is gone. But if she must sacrifice herself, she'll make sure her death is not in vain. Carly Corinthos' death is a shocking blow to Port Charles, an event no one could have foreseen, and one no one can accept. The strong, resilient woman who was always ready to fight for her family is now gone. This is not just a personal loss for those who loved her, but a seismic shock to the criminal world of Port Charles. No one can believe this truth. Jason Morgan and Sonny Corinthos, the two men who fought beside Carly for years, now have to face the bitter reality that she is gone forever. But they don't have time to grieve, because Carly's death wasn't an accident, it was a direct attack, an unforgivable declaration of war. Jason, who was always Carly's loyal right hand, now becomes an uncontrollable force of rage. He's lost Carly many times, during arguments, when she recklessly charged into danger without telling him. But this time, she won't be coming back. And he won't stop until he finds out who is behind this. Sonny, who has too much history with Carly, also can't remain idle. No matter how much their relationship has changed over time, Carly was always an integral part of Sonny's life. Now, the woman who stood by him during his hardest years has been taken away cruelly. And Sonny won't let this go. Carly's loss doesn't just affect Jason and Sonny, it creates a storm in the criminal world of Port Charles. Their enemies know that Carly's death is a declaration of war, and they must prepare for the wrath of the two most powerful men in town. Meanwhile, Jocelyn is in complete shock. She can't believe her mother is dead, that Carly sacrificed her life to protect her. But the pain won't bring her down, it will transform her into someone entirely different. Joss knows someone killed her mother, and she won't stop until she finds justice. Jason and Sonny immediately go into action, ignoring the consequences. Someone dared to touch Carly, to break the unwritten rule of Port Charles. No one can harm Carly without paying the price. And now, that price will be steep. Jason follows every lead, hunting down everyone involved, with each step striking at the enemy. He has no patience, no mercy. This time, no one will escape. Sonny, meanwhile, uses not just his power but also his intellect to uncover who's behind this plan. He knows there's a larger force pulling the strings, and if they think Carly's death will weaken him, they've made a fatal mistake. But the scariest part is the eruption of Port Charles after this event. It's not just revenge, it's a true battle, a power shift, a storm that could wipe everything away. And in the midst of all this, one question remains: is Carly really dead, or is this just the beginning of a bigger plan? Port Charles will never be the same. An empire has fallen, a new war has begun, and those who survive will never forget the day Carly Corinthos left.